If the doors at each one is a marker or something like that, so when we're in here, we know exactly what room number we're in, so that when we look at note the deficiencies.
Do we have them in here once already?
Well, I had them.
We can note the deficiencies, then we can go ahead and write our reports and coincide with that, so that when you guys see it, you guys can move forward on what the problems are.
Yeah, this is
Doug Bobby here with all A&D plumbing. You did it.
Yep.
You were 100% right. I think it's just that wide.
Yeah. And I could be wrong, and like you said, it definitely could be, you know, further back beyond where you're standing at now.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all it takes, and it clears it right up. But it happens probably, I don't know, 3 times a
More
week.
often than we want.
Absolutely. So, trying to figure out a way to, you know, not have that happen anymore for my tenant. All right, go for
It's
it.
A&D plumbing. We're here to break up around the floor drain and the laundry drain and replace the Y connection with a PVC connection and any other rotted pipe that's under the floor.
Nice. And so you were actually able to see the
What
issues that we're
happened?
dealing
Yeah,
with.
see, it
so-
wasn't backed up last time we came here, so it was hard to determine.
Yep.
But once we came in and seen all the water on the floor, hit it with the plunger, boom, opens up, tells me right away the connection's bad.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're gonna fix today.
And so I've reached out to a number of plumbers, and unfortunately, most plumbers typically stick with the easier tasks, like draining out the main and things of that nature, and didn't necessarily want to tackle this bigger project. And so I really appreciate these guys coming out here, doing what they're doing for me. But this, I was really close to trying my hand at busting up this floor myself, and so I'm glad that Shane over at Artisan introduced me to this team to hopefully get me and this tenant more specifically, and more importantly, in a place where she doesn't have to worry about water backing up in her basement every couple days. So talk to me.
So basically what's going on is we got both Ys cut out for the laundry, cut out for the floor drain. Unfortunately, the old cast iron, which is the original piping from when the house was built, it started cracking across the top here. And just so that we know we get a good connection, we're gonna go 5 more feet.
If the doors at each one is a marker or something like that, so when we're in here, we know exactly what room number we're in, so that when we look at note the deficiencies.
Do we have them in here once already?
Well, I had them.
We can note the deficiencies, then we can go ahead and write our reports and coincide with that, so that when you guys see it, you guys can move forward on what the problems are.
Yeah, this is 209.
This is 209?
209. Yep. It's written on a lot of them. I just I'll
You got
make
your
sure.
pad, let's make sure.
I'll make sure.
Don, you have a Sharpie?
Yeah.
When we get to each wall, well, Don's with us, just tell him we're missing it, you can write it on it.
This one's written. It's 209.
So we're doing the exterior wall right now on the unit, so you can insulate those?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about, you got move stuff back, right? Going down there.
Yeah. That,
Yeah. Yeah, so, again, the fire stopping on the ductwork, what's gonna change from them connecting their main duct to this?
Yeah, so they're not connecting any main ducts. That's just temporary stub outs for the drywallers. The actual permanent duct that'll go in there is going to be much longer.
This.
No, I'm fresh air
Turn
from the
there,
hallway.
it don't look like it's a turn for like in a residential.
It's going to the outside. Okay, do you think that removing that bottom ledge will work, or is it gonna
How you doing today?
Good, boss. How about you? I'm learning a lot, man. Just
You
listening.
the building owner?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
own the building? Okay.
Thank you, boss.
Congratulations, man. I like that.
Yeah, it took us a while to get it.
It's a dream, man, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Insulation is being installed right now. The installers are rocking and rolling. Got a lot done in the last 2 days. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing, boss? So the installers are going to be done by the day's end when it comes to the insulation. So these guys started yesterday, going to be done today for phase 1. And these guys are not playing around. They've been able to pretty much insulate, at least when it comes to phase 1, the whole first and second level of the residential floors in just 2 days. So it's looking good. But you can kind of see behind me the windows, the door walls that will be in the units, and it really lets a lot of light in. They look really good. So these are walkout patios, and you don't have a ton of space out there, but at the end of the day, if you wanted to go outside and catch you a breath of fresh air or have you a bit of coffee in the morning, you can. So all right, so as you saw, we had city inspectors come out to the project and go through the progress so far. And even though my GC is doing an amazing job, the subcontractors are executing as they need to, it really does help to have that extra layer of protection when it comes to the project being built. From an owner's perspective, having the city inspector come out and making sure that the GC and their subs are executing and doing things per spec or per plan really is a benefit, right? I don't have any doubt when it comes to my GC and them being able to execute what they need to do. But watching the city inspector go through and call out certain things and have conversations with the GC, and you know, the GC confirming certain things from the spec book to verify and or to get clarity on certain requests from the city inspector. That really is helpful when it comes to us as owners to make sure that these projects are being built the way they need to be built. So you also were able to see that the windows are starting to become or be installed, and the building is looking a little bit different. It's looking like a building, you know, removing some of that plastic and putting some of that glass up. It looks really nice. And you know, we're now starting to be able to experience just how much light is going to be coming into these units. And it's not necessarily a true example because, you know, there aren't any walls in the units yet, but you know, just starting to get a feel of just how bright these units are going to be. You know, it's pretty cool to see. I also want to end this Flux City Weekly episode with a toy from a buddy of mine, Maurice with Black Magic AI. He actually 3D printed this thing, and you know, he's really a builder, you know, at heart. He's a coder, he's a DJ, he does a number of things, but for him to actually accomplish this toy and this 3D printout and also put it on Kickstarter. And even though he didn't raise as much money as he wanted to, this thing is impressive. So I want to introduce you to Maurice Tedder with Black Magic AI, and kind of allow for you to check out his UFO toys. And you didn't tell me who you are and what company you represent.
Oh, I'm Maurice Tedder, and I represent my my open source projects, Black Magic AI. So the stand is magnetic, so you can it'll stay on the stand. Has a little magnet so you can abduct stuff. But all you do is just turn the maybe it's wrong. Turn the top, twist it, and that turns on the light patterns and stuff.
Nice.
That's all. Well, this is the my alien UFO toy, and I guess the main motivation for that is I like UFOs, it's science fiction, all that stuff. So it's a cool little thing to make to have my own and kind of experience the alien visitation thing. And then and I had my 3D printer, so I wanted to create something with my 3D printer. So I like making toys and things. And some of the insides, like the components, I've been using that for other things. So I just reuse and the electronics and stuff inside for other projects. So
nice. So I mean, you did to me a successful Kickstarter. But what was your goal for raising the number you came up with, and since you didn't, what's the next steps for you?
I think the Kickstarter was mainly what do you call it, like a test marketing or testing the concept out, like a validation. So I wanted to see if people were interested in it. So the money was just to raise to if you donate it, you would get the UFO toy as one of the so it's mainly you were just buying it through Kickstarter, basically. That's what it was. So but I was trying to test out that market. Hey, would people buy this at that price or whatever, and things like that. So
and what were you trying to raise?
Actually it was a certain quantity. I was assuming maybe 50 people would buy or something like that it's $50 at maybe 50 people or something like that. So I just multiplied that times what the cost would be to make this that many units or whatever. So
Gotcha.
So that's mainly what it was. So I said, okay, if I have this many people want it, I'm going to need this much money. So it wasn't necessarily because the next step would have been, hey, now I can get do another project to do injection molding and all that stuff. But this one's just hey, if you donate to the project, you get this as a reward, one of the rewards at a certain level.